Today I'm here with Deniz Sakaoglou. Deniz Sakaoglou has a bachelor from Karlshochschule, and he has also a bachelor from Lincoln University. And his bachelor thesis here at Karlshochschule was about market research on European food in China. And you have carried out your market research and then started your own business in China. Please tell us a little bit about your business there.
Yes, okay. Our business in China, we originally wanted to start to do a kebab shop, a kebab production in China. We started to do that in the south of China.
You have Turkish roots, actually.
I have Turkish roots, yeah. My father is Turkish, my mother German. And I was planning to do that together with a German friend of mine. And the kebab project was okay for us. Mm-hmm. It went very well. We experienced many things. We got many experiences out from that. But after 1 year, we just recognized that that part of China is not really where we want to live. Mm-hmm. We were actually planning to go to a big city to really live this big city life in China.
You started in a tourist region south of Beijing, I think.
That's true, yeah.
Yes.
It is a tourist region. It's a seasonal business. Like 6 months of the year, it's really busy and there are a lot of people. And 6 months of the year, it's really boring and there's not a lot around there. Mm-hmm. So that was the main reason. We had Italian business partners there, and after discussing with them, we could come to an arrangement that they take over our shares of the business and we can move on and go to Beijing and do what we really want to do. The problem for us always was that we couldn't find the real good location where we can start our first restaurant.
Is it in general a problem to find a good location in China?
I think that's a general problem all over the world to find a real good location. Yes. Because especially in the restaurant business or restaurant and bar business, the location is very important. Sure, it's possible to do good business also in a location that's not very, like in a very busy area, because you can do a lot with marketing, you can bring people in, but this takes time and this also costs a lot of money till you get to the point that you start to earn money. So for us always was clear that we want to start in a busy place. We really want to wait till we find the right location, that we don't have to have this time of 1 year perhaps, where you really don't earn money, just put money into the business till you start to earn money. That we didn't have this capital to invest actually. So we were waiting in Beijing after we came back. We found a location. We actually paid some deposit. Because the people who were in there wanted to leave the business, and then at the last minute they changed their mind, and we got our deposit back and we were without a location again. But then the old friend of Stefan, my business partner in China, asked him, who already had 2 locations, one location with 3 stories, one location with 2, asked us, because his business was actually popular at that time, but in numbers not very successful. So he asked us if we want to manage that, because he heard what we did in South China, he saw all the pictures, he talked to people who saw our bar in South China, who saw our production in South China, and was actually quite impressed what we did there. So he asked us if we could manage that and if we would consider to get business partners with him. And we said, sure, yeah, let's do that. Let's just for 3 months try how that works, to work together. And then let's decide if we can do something like that. We started to work. Everything, it was very hard at the beginning to come into a company that is already existing. At the beginning we were outsiders completely. Like we were 2 people sitting in a bar. We didn't have an office that time. We were sitting in the bar with our laptops and we were just outsiders who nobody was talking to us actually. We were just doing some stuff. And now when I talk to employees who are still there, they're like, you started to work here and you guys were, for 3 months, you guys were sitting there with your laptops and we all were like, what are they doing all day? Like, what's their deal? But then they started to see what we did, because what we were doing is actually we were planning to change the existing Mexican menus. We were planning to completely redecorate and the place and do a big construction in the place. We were preparing a German restaurant, a complete new German restaurant, and we were planning an Italian restaurant. And what we first did, we did the Italian restaurant in the third floor. Then we changed the complete bar we destroyed the whole bar in the second floor and did a new bar inside, changed the food menus, organized the whole place, because when we came in, cables were everywhere. It was just not organized at all. So we organized that. So that was the first step. And everybody was thinking that time we also launched a new salary system, which was, for our sense, actually a little bit too much performance-based. But it was arrangement what we could do with our Chinese business partner. He wanted a very performance-based salary system. We didn't, and we found an arrangement how we can do it. By that, at the end, the salaries were raised by at least 30% of each person in the business, which gave us the opportunity to keep our people. But the problem was, we launched the salary system in October, like last 2010. 2010. And the thing is, we have outside area, and business actually is always better in summertime than in wintertime. So the employees were like, yeah, nice. Now you make a new salary system. Now winter comes, revenues go down again, and we again don't get the money we are actually dreaming of. But we were very confident because of the changes we did, and because we knew that it takes time that people recognize it and it really starts to give a result. We were very confident actually that this will be all right and that we will do even better revenues, and it proved right at the end. Our revenues went up.
Right. And what are the general problems? Doing business in China for a European, this is a very strange word. And what is easygoing and what is really difficult?
Okay. Perhaps let's start with the easygoing, because that's less. So what I like about China is that everything, at the end of the day, everything is possible.